I'm not allowed to talk about racism, white supremacy, prejudice, inequality, intolerance, and just overall ignorance. My non-black skin would render my opinion less than credible. I'm not allowed to talk about racism because I'd be considered a traitor to Canadian cultural values, and that my accusations of racism against white people was, in itself, racist. I'm not allowed to talk about racism because my white friends get defensive and take it personally when I tell them how they're contributing to that system of oppression through microaggressions. They start preaching about how we're all equal, and that they don't see color, and that they don't see color beyond my pale skin because I'm a smokescreen, double-agent beige, light-skinned Middle Eastern, benefiting from white privilege, yet still being impacted by it. I'm not allowed to talk about racism because I'm not among the black demographic. 1 in 3 facing prison time, 21 times more likely to get shot and killed by police, less likely to get hired without a criminal record than whites with one. I'm not allowed to talk about racism unless I'm a statistic overseas. Instead, walking punchline, Jewish blood vessel wires, and Arab explosives jokes about how no one should stand next to this terrorist on New Year's Eve. He may blow up after the countdown. I'm not allowed to talk about racism because I'm not a Palestinian Arab, but a Jewish one. And if you want to get absolutely technical, I guess my own people are killing my own people in Israel, Palestine, whatever. I'm not allowed to talk about racism because my family wasn't among millions of Jews killed in the Holocaust, or Muslims in crisis discriminated against when the media mentions 9/11, Al-Qaeda, Syria, ISIS. I'm not allowed to talk about racism or WASPs controlling Wall Street, business, buzzing, busy, slave driving, hive mind, investment, nested, golden money co-military colonies. I'm not allowed to talk about these rising profits whose money is not green, blue, purple, or red, but the skin color of those they slaughtered, lands conquered, the heavens they built kingdoms to touch the God they worship, and the blood they spilled to fill their moat. Behind overpopulated prison bar paint swatches, private corporation kill and capture factories, Bantustan, military occupation, reservations, displaced, dispossessed, indigenous, war-torn, refugee, migrant prisoners on stolen land. They're living in fear like we'll steal it back. I'm not allowed to talk about racism because your best friend is black, wears a headscarf, you taught English in South Korea and sponsor Ethiopian children, your accountant is Jewish and you love Caribbean food, you watch Al Jazeera, have your own kippah, and celebrate Diwali with your Sikh neighbors. So I guess I'm not allowed to talk about it. Boom!